Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I hope you are having a fantastic December and that you're in the spirit and everything is going really well. I know that some of you have recently started using oils for the first time, or you may have just gotten your oils in. And so I really am excited to show you some ways that you can use your oils and really utilize them in a simple way as you're getting started. I am a keep it simple kind of girl when it comes to using oils. And I think especially when you are first starting that it's really important to keep it simple so that those oils will not go up on the shelf and stay there, but that you will actually use them and support yourself. And I'm super excited because if you are jumping onto this class, then that means that you are ready, that you are thirsting for that knowledge, to be educated and empowered in what you are doing. And that's what we're all about, right? We want to empower you to use your oils with yourselves and with your families and just see all of the amazing things that are going to happen when you do. So the first thing I would like for you to do is to grab one of your oils. It doesn't matter which one it is. Pick one that resonates with you, one that you are feeling like you might enjoy right about now. For me, I'm going to use peppermint so that it can give me a little bit of an uplifting, energizing effect and a little bit of focus for our class. I just want you to use a drop or two, rub it between your hands, and then we're going to do 3 deep inhales using your oils. So you don't have to put it too close to your face. You can just put it here. Breathe it in and breathe it out and do that 2 more times. And once more. And that's it. So this is one way that you can use your oils, and it is an easy way and a fantastic way to get your oils inside and doing what they need to do. So you might use lavender when you might be having some anxious feelings or just need to kind of have calm. You might use your peppermint when you need a little bit of an energy boost or you need to be able to focus really well in what you are doing. You might use a citrus oil for uplifting your mood and just kind of, giving you who doesn't like citrus, right? And that's what it is for. And so this is one amazing way to use your oils is using your deep breathing exercises. Breathing like that, even by itself, is known and has been tested and researched, and it's just calming and it lowers everything. It lowers your blood pressure, it lowers your heart rate. It's very calming and soothing for yourself. So anytime that you need it throughout the day, just the breathing part is amazing, but adding an oil to that, oh my goodness, it just does amazing things. So that's how I wanted to start this class, just to get us ready and going. I hope you're feeling good and focused. My intention for this class today is to keep it short and simple for you, but give you some great ways to start so that you feel not overwhelmed, but ready to go and ready to do this. All right, so what we're going to do is talk about the 3 ways that you can use your oils. And in those 3 ways, I want to give you some kind of little life hacks and ways to make it easier so that you will use them those 3 ways. So the first way is aromatically. And if you have just recently purchased oils, you may have started with a starter kit, maybe the Home Essentials kit or some other equivalent kit like that. And if you did, you may have gotten a diffuser with your kit. If not, maybe you purchased a diffuser separately, and that is great too. A diffuser is a fabulous way to utilize your oils. It's going to get those molecules right up into the air. It not only purifies the air and makes everything smell amazing, but it's going directly from your olfactory system into your limbic system, which is where your memories and your emotions are housed and stored and created. And so it is just really working to support you in that way. And so using a diffuser, it's super easy, number one, and it's really beneficial. So if you even just use your oils one way, a diffuser is a fabulous way to use your oils. Now, if you're not sure how to use this, I love this petal diffuser from doTERRA because it's really simple, and I'm a keep it simple kind of girl. So really, all there is to it is you look inside your diffuser, and all of them are going to have a fill line of some sort. And so you're just going to fill your water to your fill line. I like to use lukewarm to warmish water. I think that it disperses the essential oil molecules better than cold water, but you can use cold water and it will be just fine. So you fill it up to your fill line, and then you add your oils. Now, start off smaller if you're not sure how many to put in. You can start with 2. Okay, and if that's not enough for you, move up. I usually, depending on the room size, will use 3 to 5 drops of oil in my diffuser. I think that that is sufficient for us. Some people like to have a really strong scent in their room, and that is okay too. Some people like to kind of have it a little more diluted and kind of in the background where it's not, you know, making a big presence known, and that is okay too. You do what resonates with you, what you think is the best for you and for your family. You're not going to mess it up. I promise you won't mess it up. You'll find what works the best for you. So once you put your drops in, that's really all there is to it. You just put your lid back on, and it has 2 buttons. I love it. So you have your mist button, which is going to, oh, that's my light. Sorry, your mist button. You have the choice of 1 hour, 2 hours, or 4 hours for this particular diffuser. So you'll just push it once for 1 hour, twice for 2 hours, and 3 times for 4 hours. And I've got it plugged in here so that I can show you, but it's not looking like my extension cord is working very well. And then there is a light that you can turn on, and it's just on and off. So that is all that there is to your little diffuser that you are using, okay? About once a week is what they say for cleaning your diffusers, and it's really easy. You just add a little bit of vinegar and a little bit of water, and you can diffuse using that, or you can even add a little bit of lemon oil or some Purify oil, and that lemon is just really great. It's a degunker. It's just gets all that sticky stuff and the yuck off. I use it to clean a lot when I have kind of greasy nastiness. And so you can put a lemon in there, and it helps to just clean everything out. And then after you're done, after you've diffused for about 10 or 15 minutes, you can go through and wipe it down with a towel, use a little cotton swab to get in the crevices, and you're ready to go. That's all there is to using a diffuser. Some other ways that you can use your oils aromatically, like we said, breathing in from your palms is a fantastic way. You can use your hair. Your hair is a great diffuser. It kind of lasts all day, and you can just have it there with you. I know fellas that use it on their beards and use their beards as a diffuser. So it's really kind of nice. You can also make your own little sprays. So I have this little glass container filled with about 10 or 15 drops of On Guard, and then topped off with water. That's it. I use this for many, many different things, but one of the ways aromatically is if I go into a stinky room, I don't have a diffuser with me, I can just spray this around, and it gets, you know, all over the place. It smells amazing. It's really great. We're going to talk more about this in a minute because you can use it for more than just aromatically, which I love. Okay, so the second way that you can use your oils is topically. So we can actually put our oils onto our skin, and it will be absorbed transdermally into our bodies and into our bloodstream. It's amazing what what these oils can do, what our body can do, absorbing them in there. So if you are using them topically, there are 2 ways that you can do that. You can use your oils neat, which means you just take the oil, put it directly on your skin, rub it in, and use it that way. Sometimes people will use this when they have something very specific that they are working on, or they feel like they just really need to use their oils neat, when that just means by itself, a drop or 2, and they use it that way. And that's a fantastic way to do it. Most of the time, a really great way to not only save you money, but also to make your oils last longer and for them to spread over a larger area of your skin and to be absorbed kind of a little more slowly. And it's kind of like a time lapse. So it just gets absorbed and it keeps getting absorbed and it doesn't get evaporated into the air, is to add dilution to your essential oils. I like to use fractionated coconut oil. It is non-staining to clothing, and so that is why I like it. It's also easy to find. You can use any type of natural oil. So you can use avocado oil, almond oil, olive oil, coconut oil, okay? So you get the picture, and you use these, you just add a little bit. You can add a drop or 2 of your oil, and it's going to go on a much larger portion of your skin that way. And so that is dilution, and that is a great and fantastic way to utilize your oils as well. Okay, another thing, and I really strongly suggest that you use this life hack. This is an amazing life hack to use, is to purchase some roller bottles. Okay, now roller bottles look like this. There are lots of different kinds out there. They have little rollers on the top where you can roll it directly onto your skin. They don't leak, and so these are fantastic to throw inside a purse, put inside a backpack for maybe your kiddos when they're going to school. You can put these beside your kiddos' beds. That's what I like to do. They each have their own, so they can just grab it, stick it on, and go. And it's diluted, so I don't have to worry about them using the oils neat. They're diluted for them, and they can use them very safely. I love, love, love my roller bottles. The ones that I really like to purchase when I am purchasing for our family is, I'm gonna make sure it's not gonna fall out, the Root and Petal roller bottles. Okay, now as you can see, they all have these fun little colors. I love them. You can purchase them at rootandpetal.com. They are also on Amazon. So I love, love, love them because I can color code my oils, or my kids can have their own colors that they want and they like. And it's just really, really a great way to extend the life of your oils. So this is how you would create a roller bottle. Let's talk about that real quick. So you're going to choose. We want to be mindful of who we're going to use this roller bottle for. So if you're using them on littles, you would probably want a drop. That's it in this whole entire bottle for littles. And then you can go up from there as they get older. And for adults, I say start small, start with 3 or 4 or 5 drops, and go up if you don't think that you are feeling what you need to be from those. You can always add more drops into your roller bottle. So it's really easy. When you open it up, it's like this, and you just take whichever oil you are using, and you are going to add your drops right in. Right into your roller bottle. Now, if you're concerned about missing the top here, which I don't think you will, but there is something else that really makes this easy. So over at shareoils.com, they have little dropper tops that you can purchase, and they make it really nice to grab your oils and drop them in wherever you need them. It's very precise, and I like having those around for when I am making roller bottles, when I am making little capsules. If we want to use them internally, these droppers are really nice. So those are shareoils.com. and you can get those there. I love them. You can also buy pipettes, and those work really nicely as well for making your roller bottles. Then once you have put your oils in, all you need to do is take your fractionated coconut oil, pump it right in there to top it off, and then put on your roller top, and it's good to go. Kind of mix it around, and you've got it. That's it. That is all there is to making a roller bottle. Really easy, really simple, a fabulous way to utilize your oils. So I hope you'll use that little hack right there with yourself and with your family. As far as fractionated coconut oil goes, I use a few different kinds. I like this Molovera, and I found this on Amazon. The reason that I like it is it doesn't leak, and it has a pump top for when I make my roller bottles or my capsules. It's really easy to get the coconut oil into those spaces. I use this one at home because it's a little bit bigger, and then I have my little doTERRA fractionated coconut oil that I purchased. It's a little bit smaller, and I use this when I'm traveling so I don't have to worry about carrying around the really big bottle of fractionated coconut oil. You can also purchase little pumps for this, which I like, so that you can do the same thing with this little bottle as well. Okay. Let's see, make sure I'm talking about everything. Some people get really nervous when they're first making roller bottles because they feel like there needs to be kind of a set rule for how many drops of this and how many drops of that. And I promise you, you're not going to mess it up. You really won't if you start small, and you can always add more. That's what I say. So just start with a few drops, move it up as you need to, and that's all there is to it, really and truly. When you're first starting, I know you're going to run into lots of blends and lots of recipes that have 8 of this and 2 of this and 5 of this, and that's great. But when you're first starting and you're keeping it simple and you just want to be able to take your On Guard oil and put it into several different rollers for different people so they can use them, just keep it simple. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Just keep it simple. I promise you will use them more if you do. And as you go along, you can get as intricate as you would like, and that is okay too. And it's fun. It gets really, really fun. All right, the third way you can use your oils is internally. So you can, and please, if you're watching this and you are not using doTERRA oils, if you will, please look at your oils and make sure that they are safe to take internally before you do any of the things that I'm about to talk about. One good way to know if your oils can be used internally is if they have a supplemental fat. Okay, supplemental fats on the side are oils that can be used internally, and that's a great way to know if you can use them. So we can add oils to our water. A drop or 2 in the morning in a big water bottle or glass is fabulous. You always want to make sure that you use glass or stainless steel or ceramic to use your oils internally to add to water and things like that, because the oils will break down the petrochemicals in your plastics, and we definitely don't want to be ingesting those. And so remember, glass, stainless steel, or ceramic is going to be your best bet when using your oils internally. You can put them in your water, which it will help you to drink more water throughout the day because it's going to be flavoring your water, and it feels amazing when you use your oils that way. They're very cleansing and purifying to your system, and so many people say they're drinking a lot more water now when I talk to them a few weeks after this, and you get used to it, and you want to have that all the time. You can also use your oils in tea, in coffee, in smoothies, in hot cocoa, and things like that you're just drinking all the time. You can add oils for flavor and for benefits in that way. Some people will say that a drop of oil in a cup of coffee is a little bit much for them, and I would have to agree with that. And normally, one little hack that you can use is use a toothpick. So if you use a toothpick, you can dip them into your bottle and swirl it around in your coffee or tea, and you're getting the flavor and the benefits without quite being so much, especially when you're first starting out. So that's a really nice way to use those. I love to use my oils when I'm cooking. So 1 drop of oil in stews, in soups, in your recipes, when I make tacos, when I make any type of Italian sauces, I will put a drop of oregano into those. Sometimes I use rosemary, thyme, different ones like that. Whatever your recipe is calling for, you can add a drop of oil, and it's amazing how it makes your home smell, how it makes the flavor come out in the dish, and you are getting the benefits, right? A little bit of oregano is going to give you a little bit of an immune boost, and so I love to use my oils when I am cooking. You can also use little veggie caps, and I don't have one to show you right here, but they're just little empty veggie capsules. You can get them at any natural food store, or you can order them on the doTERRA site. They have their own veggie caps, and you would just add a drop or 2 of oil into your veggie cap, put in a little bit of fractionated coconut oil, and you can take it just like you would any other capsule that you're used to taking. People use this a lot when they're not sure about the taste of an oil and they're getting used to how certain oils taste, or if it's just not tolerable to you, they'll just throw it in a veggie cap and take it down, and it does amazing things for them. Another way that you can use your oils is sublingually, so you can just put a drop under your tongue and let it absorb that way. I don't do this with all oils, especially there are some oils that are warmer and even some hot oils, and I don't necessarily want to have those under my tongue, and so I will use those maybe in a veggie cap with some coconut oil if I want to use those internally, or I'll dilute them really, really well. And that's another reason, kind of going back to topical use, that you would dilute your oils. So oils like cinnamon and oregano, and even for some people, peppermint and On Guard. Some people find that they're a little bit more sensitive to those, so they would want to dilute with their coconut oil, and it makes it fabulous. So with kiddos who don't like smells and who might have a little bit of sensitivity, I always dilute, and I always put them on their feet, because our feet have our biggest pores, and so it gets absorbed in really quickly, and they don't have to smell that oil that they don't care for, but they're getting the benefits. I use my feet also as a great way to absorb my oils. Okay, let's talk about some resources that I think are really important to have when you first start out with essential oils. So let me see. The first one is this book. It is called The Essential Life Book, and I love this book. If you have never seen it, you can look up any challenges that you might be having, and it will tell you which oils would be the best for that. You can also look up specific oils. So for this one, there's cinnamon. See all the beautiful pictures? And it talks about the best ways to use cinnamon and what to use it for and how it's going to benefit you. And it talks about all the different oils, and then there's different sections of support that you might be looking for. And so this book, when I first started, I went to this book every single day, and I was looking things up, and it is amazing. You will love it. The Essential Life book is on the website oillife.com, and you can purchase it there. It's amazing. I strongly suggest this book. They also have a little mini version, the Essential Life Basics, which it's it's like the Essential Life book, but in a summarized version. So it's a little bit smaller. You can throw it in your purse, you can take it with you, and just look up really specific things that you might be wondering about. right? Oh, my hair, it's dry. What should I use? Which essential oil should I use? And it will give you a list of which ones to use. And so I really like this one as well, the Essential Basics. Same place, oillife.com. Another book, another resource that I love, because as you know, using your oils for your health and wellness goes beyond just the physical. And so one of the great ways to utilize your oils is through emotional health, right? It's for emotional health as well. We've got to be emotionally healthy. And so there is a book called Emotions and Essential Oils. Now, this is the older version of the Emotions and Essential Oils book. Okay, the reason I'm showing you the older version, I think the newer version, it's just prettier. It's got some pretty flowers on it and things like that. But I have been utilizing my oils the last few days really quite a lot for my emotions. I have been using a lot of Forgive and Console for the last few days. My purse and my doTERRA bag were stolen, and so that is why I only have the older version. My newer version was in that bag, and so I wanted to at least show you the name of that book, and you can go out and get it. It's amazing, but super helpful to have all of those things. There are also apps that you can get. So some of my favorite apps to have, let me find them here on my phone. I'm going to try to show you. We will see if it works. So I like the Daily Drop. It looks like this when you open it up, but it's called the Daily Drop, and it's specifically from doTERRA, and it's a great one. It's free, and you can find all sorts of great information in the Daily Drop. So I suggest that one. It's free. What better price could there be, right? And then I also like the Modern Essentials app. Modern Essentials, it does cost a little bit. I believe it's $6.99, but it's well worth it. I purchased this when I first started utilizing oils, and I've had it ever since, and I use it all the time. It's especially great when you don't have your books and you're out and about and you want to know what oil to use for something. You can just look it right up in your Modern Essentials app, and it's going to help you. It's a great, great resource to have. Another thing that I would like to suggest and really encourage you to purchase and find really quickly now that you have oils is some sort of storage for them. And I cannot encourage you enough to do this. When I first started, I was building my collection and I just didn't get storage. I wasn't thinking about that. I just wanted my oils, and they were everywhere. I mean, literally everywhere. I would be looking for one, and I would find it in places around the house that I had no idea how it got there. And so I finally decided that I needed to have some organization, and it really made a huge difference in me using my oils, because I wasn't always losing them and it wasn't so scattered, and I could put them all in one place and really have them there for me to use. So storage is essential, okay? You can Google storage and you can find one that you like. They're all over. There are beautiful ones. There are very logical ones for people. There are cheap ones. There are expensive ones. Just choose the one for you, right? It's all a choose your own adventure, as my friend Hilary LeMay says. And you can choose what is going to work the best. I finally got a wooden one that has some drawers, and I can keep everything in one room in one place. But I also like these little purses from So Grown. They're really fun, and you can open them up and you can put your oils in there, throw them in your purse, throw them in your bag, and that way they're not just all rolling around in the bottom of your purse, right? You have a place for them. You can get them out, open them up, get it out, put it back in. It's great to keep your purse or your backpack, okay, organized. I also have a friend who makes these adorable little crocheted holders, and you can put 3 or 4 different roller bottles inside of these like that, And that's also a really great way to put them in your bag as you're traveling around and have them all in one place, so you're not just looking for them all the time. So if you're interested in any of these, which they're fantastic, I love them, let me know and I can hook you up with her. Okay, I know she would love to help you. Let's see. What else do I want to talk to you about? Okay. Are you feeling overwhelmed by your oils? If you purchased a kit, you might feel a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of oils. What do I do with all of these? Oh my goodness. And really and truly, I don't want you to let yourself, feel that way, because it's going to create, a little bit of anxious feelings and you're not going to use your oils. I promise you, you're not going to mess it up. You really won't, okay? So most people I find who are feeling overwhelmed, we just pick one. Pick one thing you want to work on, one aspect of your health and wellness, and focus on that at the very beginning. Get your oil that is used for that. So, for example, maybe you are concerned about sleep, and you really want to work on that from the very beginning. So you have lavender, and you know that that's one that's going to support your rest and help you to calm and to soothe before you lay down at night. So just get your lavender out, put it beside your bed, use it every night, put it on the bottom of your feet, put it in your diffuser, and just use lavender if that's all that you feel like that you're able to do. And then as you make that a habit, as it becomes easier and you're not forgetting to use your oils at night, you will start adding in other ones, and it will become very natural and it will become a habit. And that's what we want, because we want to proactively support our health and wellness, and that is how we're going to do it. So start there. Some things you can do to help you to remember to use your oils. Place your oils beside your bed so that when you crawl into bed, if you have forgotten to use them, they're right there. You can grab them and use them right then before you go to sleep. You can place them beside the sink in the bathroom. So in the morning when you get up and you're doing your morning routine, they're right there and ready for you to use. Set up a timer that is going to tell you when to fill up your diffusers. So if you have one, great. If you have more than one, that's great too. But maybe it's after dinner and it's just that goes off and we just need to fill up our diffusers for the night. That way you're not running into bedtime and you're exhausted and you just want to crawl into bed and thinking, oh, I've got to do the diffuser tonight. Okay, so that's a good thing to do, to get it done a little bit earlier. Keep a set of rollers in your purse or in your backpacks so that when you're out and about, you have them when you need them. And if you want to cook with your oils, put them with your spices. So when you're reaching for your spices, you see them and you can add a drop in. It's as simple as that. All right. The other thing that is going to really help in this journey that you are starting is to stay connected. It really is important to have a community of like-minded people, of friends, and just these amazing oilers, leaders, and other oilers who can answer your questions, who can encourage you along the way, who can help you. And so you want to find someone that you can stay connected with and that is going to be there for you as you are beginning to use your oils. Okay, so like I said, I wanted to keep this short, sweet, and simple for you. That's all we're going to talk about tonight. I hope that this helps you a little bit to feel more comfortable with your oils. I hope that you will ask questions if you have them. Reach out. I would be happy to help you, and have a wonderful holiday season with your families and your loved ones, and hopefully we'll see you again. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.